Well, hey there, it's Jen.
And Elke, welcome back to the Jen and Elke Show, where we just are on steroids with regards to talking about Zazzle. We love the Zazzle platform. It's the way that you can make an online business work for you using e-commerce and print on demand. And our series of Product of the Week for Zazzle to help you know what products to sell on the Zazzle marketplace in your Zazzle store is so popular. And this is another one. And today we're going to talk about yoga mats. So stay tuned so you can understand what's needed, and then you can start selling these in your store.
Yeah, and the reason why we're releasing this video at this point in time is because people in the new year want to have new goals and become healthy and New Year's resolutions. And of course, people are active and healthy throughout the entire year, but there's this huge push for people to feel like they need to do something different at the beginning of the
New
year.
Year's resolution.
And so this is one of those products that is in that sort of health and wellness area, and people really enjoy doing yoga, and yoga mats are a popular product online. So if yoga mats have not been on your radar, then this is your opportunity to check them out and get into that niche of the health and wellness area, because it is this time of year that people start thinking about it consciously. And so we are on Zazzle.com. And as always, when we do one of these product of the week tips and, product of the week, and then also our tip videos, we sometimes showcase the search results from Zazzle. And we just want to let you know that please don't copy. It's against the rules. It's against the law. You need to respect people's copyright, because everybody who is on the search results here, and I'm talking about everybody in terms of the products being showed, these are independent designers behind these products who have taken the time to curate them and create them. So please be respectful and do not copy. Okay. All right. So we've just put in the generic term yoga mats into the search results, and we obviously get a lot of results. Clearly, we can hone in on if we want it to be a certain design or a certain aesthetic. And that being said, we can see some similarities of things going through. We see a lot of names and monograms, excuse me, and some floral graphics and graphics that are associated with relaxation and yoga related items, like things, right? Then we have some photo templates too, which is kind of neat. And then we have some retro colors and some mandalas and beach scenes. Like, think about how you would feel if you were doing yoga, and what kind of yoga mat would relax you and what you would feel attracted to, because it makes you feel sort of in that Zen zone, right? And this is
Yes.
obviously the generic sort, but if you see that there's certain like color schemes and themes going along with designing a yoga mat, of course, for example, I wouldn't recommend having sort of like a skull and crossbones type yoga mat. Wouldn't fit the brief. You have to understand that there is a certain aesthetic that goes along with creating a yoga mat, because the type of yogi person probably wouldn't be attracted to that. So you have to kind of think about the customer avatar at this point in time, and what would the person who is participating in a yoga practice want to buy, and what would they appreciate on their yoga mat, because yoga mats are actually very personal, to be honest. They are your thing that you take to your yoga class, and it's where you just sit down and relax and zen out. And so have that in
And I
mind when
wanted to
you're
say that, oh, sorry, I thought you were finished. I wanted to say that the sort that we're showing here is so varied, and
Mhm.
it's not always that you have to go only to this popular sort in order to understand what breadth of designs there are. And as I said, Jen's right on the money. So many people just put the designs that worked on another product right on their own, like on the yoga mat, and go like call it a day. We like when we're teaching and we're like you're a student in the Profit by Design Academy, or even in our Design Diva membership, what we're really hoping that you'll understand is that it's not just, oh, I made a design, it's sold on something else, and now I've got to put it on a yoga mat.
Yeah.
I want you to dive deeper into not just what's on the Zazzle platform, but actually like to look on the Zazzle platform and see what's missing, so that, and then look elsewhere and look at some really cool ways that people would love to have a yoga mat. That comes from Google Trends and other like Pinterest, so that you can really understand what is necessary for someone to buy something that's, what is it, 6 by 2 feet long, and then like sit on it and do all their exercises on it. It really is so important to look at what the customer wants, not just because you have a design that's sold or you think it's going to sell because monograms are popular or something like that. Okay, so really the runaway bestsellers are going to be the ones that really focus in on something personal, something unique, different, and meaningful.
I just wanted to see if so the dimensions are 72 by 24 inches, and this is the only size of yoga mat. Sometimes there are other products that you can make out in a larger or smaller size, but this is the type of yoga mat that you're doing with this size. And so when you are also talking about uploading graphics and everything, it is a larger product. We recently did a video about bedding, and if you haven't seen that, then go back into our archives and watch that as well. But same with bedding, it's a larger product, and so you need a larger image that goes along with it. And if you have a smaller image that works for example, a 5x7 thing of stationery, and you, like Elke said, you're like, oh, this worked on this design, now we're going to transfer it to another design because it's selling. Well, be very wary too. If you do that process, which you probably shouldn't in the first place, because you need to do your initial customer research, you need to have your images be very large because it needs to be 72 inches by 24 inches. And just make sure that you don't have a graphic that gets pixelated or get frustrated that the printing won't work because your graphic is too small.
Yes. So there you go. Go and have some fun creating yoga mats.
Yeah. And if you want some more tips on designing, like we're talking about here, and what products to post for sale on, then click the link in the description below for our Design Divas membership. It's the only membership of its kind for designing on Zazzle, and you will be part of a community of like-minded entrepreneurs and Zazzle designers who want to learn about all of the tips and tricks on how to design better and design intentional products on Zazzle. And just like we said, in terms of being aware of what a yoga person would want to buy, that is very much in tune with designing as well, because you can't just post any random design on that product. You have to understand the customer market research, and that's also where the Design Divas comes in, where we talk about intentional designs and why somebody would potentially buy a product based on the design that's on that product. So click the link in the description below. It's a very low price point membership, and we would love to have you designing with us. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.